Hi, my name's David Lineker, and if you've clicked onto this YouTube channel, it's likely that you're looking for a wedding celebrant. So I thought I'd tell you a bit about me and how I work, what sort of ceremonies I do, and what my experience is. So the first thing you need to know is that my experience goes back around about 25 years now, which is slightly frightening. I spent 20 years or so as a priest in the Church of England, and during that time conducted, hundreds of marriages probably, and those were from all sorts of kinds, all sorts of different types of marriage celebrations, from the very informal. I have particularly fond memories of Star Wars themed weddings and weddings with lots of Winnie the Pooh quotes, right the way through to really quite formal, quite big kind of society weddings, and weddings with, lots of military with swords clanking around and all that sort of thing. So the breadth of experience was quite considerable during that time. But I think what that also gave me was a sense of how you kind of need to balance, whatever you're doing really, whatever kind of ceremony you want, you need to balance the demands of the gravity of the day, because it is an important day, it is an important ceremony. So you need to balance the gravity of that with a kind of lightness of touch. What I mean by that is not sort of flippant, silly humour, but enough humour, enough warmth that enables people to feel really welcome, enables your guests to feel welcome, to feel part of what we're doing, and to enable you to feel relaxed so that you can really enjoy what we're doing. The worst thing that can happen is that you're so nervous that you don't really notice the ceremony at all. And you look back on the day and think, oh gosh, that kind of went by in a split second and I don't really remember much about it. And that's really kind of sad. So we want to be able to create something which is very much of you. And that's kind of why I decided to call myself the marriage celebrant, because I think this isn't just about a wedding. This isn't just about an event. This is about a marriage. This is about something that's been building between the two of you. It's been growing. It's been developing a personality all of its own. And now we want to say to the world, yay, we are married. And this is what that marriage means to us. So we will be exploring together some of the things that brought you together, some of the things that keep you together, even through, the odd disagreement and living with his smelly socks or whatever. And that will make sure that the ceremony is your ceremony. It's not just a kind of carbon copy of bits of other people's ceremonies. It's yours. And I think that's really, really important. And it's a key element of the way that I will work with you. So in acquiring all of that experience, that's been a long journey where I've had the opportunity to see what's happened to some of the couples that I've married along the way. And I have to tell you that I've now got pretty good at predicting the ones whose marriage is going to last and the ones whose aren't. And that's really down to getting inside of what your relationship is really all about. And I'll say a bit more about that in another video. But expect me to ask you some quite searching questions about the nature of your relationship, because by doing that, that's going to enable me to make sure that we can craft a really, really good ceremony for you. What I would hope to do is I would hope to meet you. Sometimes that first meeting takes place on Skype or Zoom or FaceTime or whatever. But I'd hope to meet you in person at least twice before the actual ceremony itself. And then in the intervening time, I'll be sending you draft material, suggestions of material, which you can then have a look at, read through, bounce back to me with comments. And so that drafting process goes on backwards and forwards as time moves on. And then the final meeting is really the meeting to kind of go through everything, sign it off, make sure you're happy, and then we move forward into the day. In the meantime, I shall be liaising with your venue. I'll also be liaising with any wedding planners or anything like that that you have employed as part of the process, so that we're all joined up. That joined up conversation also needs to happen with people like photographers and videographers. Potentially also with florists, but if you've got a wedding planner, then they're also holding the ring on all of that. But the relationship between myself and any wedding planner that's involved is really, really critical, and will be key to delivering something really special for you on the day. So the only thing that remains for me to say is enjoy the process of planning your wedding, but please don't take your eye off the ball of nurturing your relationship, which is what will lie at the heart of your marriage. Because the wedding day is the outward celebration of a marriage that is already well in existence, flourishing between the two of you when you walk into the building or into the beautiful garden or wherever you've chosen as your venue. So have fun. I really look forward to speaking to you. If you'd like to explore further, please do visit my website, www.themarriagecelebrant.co.uk. Look forward to talking to you.